WEMS, and you can watch us live. As I start, I want to say prayers to Puerto Rico and definitely sending out prayers to the soldiers that are out there fighting the war they shouldn't. I want to start it out like that. I just want to send so many peace, love, happiness, protection over them. And I'm going to start with my guest, Josh. How are you today?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Um, so I would like you to introduce yourself. I'm definitely your social media.
Okay. Well, so my name is Joshua Howard. I go by the stage name J Jules, but I spell it JYJWLZ. So that's on uh, every platform. You can find me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So JYJWLZ. And so I'm a music producer, singer, songwriter, rapper, videographer, photographer, and
Oh, so you do
graphic
it
designer.
all.
Yeah.
Okay, I like to hear that entrepreneur. Definitely into grinding, I see.
Right.
Would like to know where could we, what's your next shows?
I have two shows coming up. So actually, one is tomorrow at the Delancey at 6 p.m. And if you want to come through, I can give you a ticket. So just DM me through Instagram, which is JYJWLZ. And the other one is by on the 16th actually, and that's
Okay.
with another artist named Ruthie LeBron. So she's gonna be shooting a music video for her song Headshot. So it's definitely asking people to come out for that. It's gonna
Okay,
be really
great.
dope, and I'll have like a small performance there as well.
Oh, definitely come out and check him out. Definitely go on his social media as well. Um, my question is gonna be want to know when did you start? What inspired you to start? Um, who inspired you as well?
Okay. Well, I really started like so. Basically, my the way it all came together. So my parents were musicians themselves, and they used to
Cool.
teach piano, a bunch of different instruments, as when I was born and when I was growing up. Eventually, I knew piano a little bit then,
Okay.
but I had stopped playing really and was getting more into sports.
Mm.
So like tennis and stuff like that. But then eventually I came come back to creating music and just started trying to play by ear.
Okay.
So I wasn't even reading music anymore, but I was able to pick up a little knack for that. And then around in high school, I came across GarageBand,
Oh,
and I was like,
I
ooh,
ain't hear that in a long time.
yeah.
Okay.
And it was just from there I got like addicted to it just because of the fact all this time I've been playing keyboard, piano by myself, and I had nobody, like somebody play drums, somebody, play the bass or anything like that. So when
Mhm.
I was able to add these little components together and make a song out of it, it was like the new video game for me.
Oh, okay.
So it was like I just kind of just kept sticking to it throughout the years, through high school and
Mhm.
college, and it was like during that in time in like I think early college I switched to Logic Pro
Okay.
X and been making beats from there. And at first I was trying to do parody songs. Like at that time, like in YouTube, everybody was making some parody
Something.
music, stupid
Mhm.
songs. That's what
Mhm.
I was going for, and even
Okay.
like electronic music. Um, but eventually, I started to develop the skill better, working with some of my friends, helping me to
Okay.
rap better and all this stuff. So
Rap better.
yeah, it was horrible.
So how would you say you are now with it?
Uh,
Rapping.
well, the main thing is like not like I rap, but I'm
Mhm.
good at writing it.
Okay.
And then or usually, mostly I was doing a lot of singing like R&B
Okay.
songs. So and I started to like incorporate some little rap vocals here because at the time I didn't have any artists to work with, so I tried to just like
Do it.
do my own songs. But then
Okay.
I don't know if have you heard of iStandard?
No.
They are a dope music production community.
Okay.
So that's where I like kind of developed my production skills more as well. So it was like
Mhm.
going to them and being in beat battles and getting
Oh,
critiqued.
really?
Yeah.
Beat battles? That's very interesting. When was your first one that you have, done?
Uh, 20,
Definitely gotta check that out. That's kind of
probably
interesting.
20, maybe like maybe around 2015, 14, around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's when I started,
Uh huh.
and then that just helped me develop even more because being able to hear them tell me your sounds are great, but
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, you're trying to make music for the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have ideas, but try and listen to what's going on. Like, so I started to develop myself listening to more trap music at the time because I wasn't
Got you.
really listening to it that much. But started to make those type of
Mhm.
beats, and over time I started getting more artists to work with, and
Okay.
so they were helping me develop my sound as well. So I like appreciate everybody I had the chance to work with up until this
Got
day. So
it.
it's
'Cause
just
I definitely been looking at some of your stuff. Definitely could say, feeling it. I vibe to it. Um,
thank you.
what songs you got out now that you want us to listen to?
Um, well, well, this first one was called Trans Am.
Mhm.
So,
The meaning.
for,
What's the meaning behind that?
so basically, Trans Am, it was like a beat that I had made for because I started to start doing the BeatStars thing
Mhm.
and just trying to drop music on there to sell to artists. And I was
Okay.
going to use that, but I didn't. So I had a show that I was going to SOBs. I had a SOB show not too long
Mm.
ago.
How did that go?
It was great. I feel like really proud of myself with
Okay.
it, and because found like I figured out like how I should usually do, how I should now do my sets.
Okay.
And I got more
Okay.
comfortable with the music I've been making as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so that song, I wanted a song that would be more upbeat because I have a lot of singy melodic songs, but I wanted
Mhm.
something that was like
Mhm.
more, fun to dance to and get the crowd going. So I just made like a quick verse to that song, and then it was like I had so much fun with it, and people liked it, and I'm surprised because I didn't really care about it.
Mhm.
But it's like the things that you don't really care about, that's the one.
That you be sleeping on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the ones I'm
Definitely.
trying to push are like, okay.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
You gotta take heed to that, especially when because sometimes you be like, nah, this ain't, and somebody else here, they like, nah, this is the joint. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So definitely, definitely. Like I said, I've been watching you on Instagram. I think you're dope, very dope. Um, so what would you, where would you see yourself in 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 5 years from now? What are the levels that you want to be at?
Definitely want to be a successful artist in multiple ways. So
Mhm.
not just from uh, singing and rapping, but having like a full on like music production company or a full production company for
Mhm.
like you can go there and get graphic design, you can get merchandise,
Nice.
you can come record music, all that type of stuff. So because those are the things I do, and it's like it'd be
Mhm.
great to like create a place where I can have all those type of creative minds around me.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
yeah,
Do you have any merch or anything coming out?
not yet, but I'm currently for like this year I'm working on some designs for my brand. I'm calling it Jeweler Brand since the name is J Jules, but
Yeah.
Jeweler Brand is gonna be the name I'm going with. And once I finish up these designs, hopefully by the end of this year I'll have some couple of
Okay, I'll
good
be
designs
ready
for
for
you.
that. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, what can I say? Who definitely inspire you? Like who could you say now in the industry that makes you want to say I gotta go a little harder?
Well, for now, let's see. Well, at first it was Tyler Creator
Mm.
because it was like he has like a give no attitude. So I
Mm.
was like, why should I care about the music I'm putting out? Not that I don't care about it, but like You don't try to like appeal to everybody because you can't please everybody in the world.
Definitely.
So just be you and do you, and you're the only one of yourself. So don't worry about it. So that's one. Who else? I would say also, because my main goal is to get to the level of like somebody like Pharrell.
What, yo?
Yeah.
Pharrell is dope,
So
definitely.
like scoring
Definitely.
movies, being able to just he has like that grasp on the community that I want to reach to one day as well. And
Yeah, definitely. Because when I used to like see him perform or watch, because you look up to see what people do. He's a genius. Like he goes hard.
right.
And that I see you. You just I tell people just keep believing. Definitely. Um, what have you ever been into a situation where it it messed up what you was doing, or you felt like you wanted to give up at one point?
Um, I don't think I ever had like just the feeling to give up because I don't feel like I necessarily have the option to do so
Mm-hmm.
because for a long time I've been working on this, and it's like once it would be like messed up to myself and everybody who's believed in me to just like give up and not keep pursuing what I want to pursue instead of just trying to settle. So I'd rather like try to live my life by just doing what I can do, what I have before I get old and regret. So I don't want to live like that. So that's the reason why.
Who would you like to work with?
Let's see. Maybe like, at first it was like Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I like had like he was like definitely one of the people that have also inspired my sound somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
So like mostly people like with that kind of feel like Tory Lanez, Drake, Party, Next Door, all of them, and maybe even The Weeknd.
Yo, I was,
Yeah.
and definitely was in my head like, yo, you could work with The Weeknd,
Yeah.
because you definitely have that type of vibe.
Right.
Definitely have that type of vibe. I see that. I definitely see that. That'd be cool. What? Listen,
That'd be nice.
if you work with The Weeknd, just holler at your girl real quick. You know what I mean? But that's definitely cool. So, who you have next to you? Hi, Miss Destiny.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I would say, guys, this is what you call a power couple. What do you do? Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Instagram at Lay Creativity Adosan. That is very hard to spell. So my first and last name, Destiny Kinsey, DestiniKinsey, and it'll pop up. It's the first person to pop up.
So you do photography?
Yeah, I do photography. I'm a visual creator.
Mm-hmm.
I do graphic design, music, writing, poetry.
Oh, okay. Another one does it all.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long you been doing, the shoots?
I've been doing photography for like over 10 years, but like really taking it serious, I would say 5 years now. Like 5 or 6 years, meaning like being in like the business side of it. Because before it was just like hobbies, taking pictures of people I know. But I went to school, New York Film Academy, so after I graduated there, they kind of pushed me to really get into the business field. And then even being around those type of people, you like, nah, I really want something for myself. So I really learned about like business and LLCs and all of that, how to really manage, like even
so
like
you went
go to really
okay.
going to the point of like how I handle my money, like cost of doing business and cost of living, like everything. Yeah.
Wow.
So that really helped me like know like exactly what I want and how to really manage my money, because nobody really taught me that. So yeah.
So you taught yourself. So
Yeah.
self-taught basically.
Yeah, for the most part.
Definitely. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
So you said it was a hobby. Who could you say inspire you? Like, what work of in that field that you see that you want to work with?
I would say my start of photography probably comes from my grandmother.
Whoa.
Just like growing up as a kid, she always had cameras and photos. Like, I think my grandma, she can date back the whole family tree. Like, she has photos for days. So one day I just really picked up a camera and I really learned like Photoshop, and I sucked at it at first, but I was like, okay. And then I started going to school for it. It didn't work out. I quit. I couldn't handle the criticism, I guess, of people giving me, saying I suck. So I gave up, and then I came back around to it. So now I'm just here, and just...
And look where you are now, definitely.
Yeah.
You just... People going to say that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just glad to see that you still went ahead and did what you have to do. Because look where you are now. So... In my family, like, my grandfather took pictures of everything. I came to learn, like, I seen pictures of my dad, my aunt, like, dang, grandpa took all these pictures. But definitely glad that you are here because I seen your work. And, wow, girl, you gave me confidence. Like, the pictures you take are beautiful.
Thank you.
I heard you also got a merch coming out as well.
Well, this is an idea, so... Mm-hmm. This is Destiny Films because, like, I'm a photographer, but I do video work as well. So it's like everybody tells me you should have a logo for video work. So I'm just, this is like draft one of it. Shout out to my boy, Gio, Fun Clothing, for really believing in me and just really sticking in late nights. Really, like, I sent him my idea and be like, can you make this shirt? Or can you do this idea? And he do it for me. And he haven't failed me yet, so shout out to him for really believing in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any upcoming performance or anything that we should know about?
I have
any fashion shows?
I have a single out with J. Jules called Dreams, and I did that early last year.
Okay.
And it just came out actually this year. I actually got it finalized and beats and everything. So hopefully this year I really gather the confidence to really get on stage and really do it because, he kind of pushes me to really do stuff or come out my comfort zone. So it's really good to kind of be around people like that.
That's pushing you to go for. I'm glad that he's doing that. Like, I love to see power couples really push each other to that sense of break out your shot. I see you don't see it, but I see it. Try it. That's the best thing that I feel that you can have around you. It's always definitely who you have around you that could inspire you and make you go forward.
Yes.
So that's a great thing. I'm glad that you follow that step. Definitely can't wait to hear you guys together in that single. Definitely gonna go on a little break.
Okay.
So we'll be back. Tune in at WMS Radio. Again, search in YouTube on the search engine and you'll see me. We'll be back, guys.
Tryna hit the top 10, rollie glowing off the wrist. Ooh, hey, they gon' call me Jack Frost when that crinkle hit the crisp. Ooh, yeah, juice off of the cake, take off like I'm going to space. Green light not caught off the brakes. I'm speeding, I don't even race. Niggas be jogging in place. Been moving, I'm moving in shape. I bully the base. My bros be like Louis and Ace. Trash talk, I recycle the gas on that. Now she got a big truck, talking shit like I can handle that. She been ready to ride, so twitch it, I hit it, I when we up in the spot with the whip in the bass. Rings on my back, feel like the damn man. We put that money, call it Van. Damn, I got my pebbles, call me Bam. Bam, all of my niggas in the trance. Rings on my back, feel like the damn man. We put that money, call it Van. Damn, I got my pebbles, call me Bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Schuler brand.
Tonight it's all about you, yeah. Tonight it's all about you, baby. Let me come a little bit closer. I just wanna get up in your profile. 'Cause baby, when you go down, we're going overtime, yeah. It's that type of love, get you in the moment. It's that type of feeling you ain't getting over. Yeah, I can get that feeling you don't get when sober. Take it up a notch, now move it like you supposed to. Yeah. Shake it out now, take control, right now, dragon, baby, sit on your throne now. Your pleasure's my passion until your stress is all out. And I don't plan to finish till you lose your mind, girl. Tonight it's all about you, yeah. Tonight it's all about you, baby. Tonight it's all about you, yeah. Tonight it's all about you, baby.
Shots of Henny, I think I've had plenty of them. I wanna pick you up and lick under your belly button. You don't need to tell me what you need or want it. 'Cause when I hear your voice, it sounds like heaven's coming. You should change your name to heaven since you say you're coming. You're in love with the things I do when I put my hands on you. I remember I was just loving you. That type of thing was foreign and uncomfortable. Now it's mandatory when I'm fucking you. Oh yeah, you get so wet, fucking you like I'm upset. It's just me and you. I love how you touch, just watch what I do tonight.
It's all about you, I said it's all about you. Tonight it's all about you, yeah. Tonight it's all about you, Tonight it's all about you, baby.
Welcome back to WEMS. Guys, you can give me a call at 347-422-7289. Definitely can give me a call, or you can give our guests a call. We are back with Josh and Destiny. We were definitely talking about the single they have together, Dreams. Definitely want to know, what is the breakdown, what's behind the meaning of the song, what's good with it?
So, people really don't realize I keep everything bottled inside. I'm not just a secretive person. I always been that way. Maybe it's because I'm only child.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So one day, just playing around, I hit a note, and Josh, he kept on me. He was like, we gonna get in the studio, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do this because it was a little too personal, because at the time I had lost my cousin. He was murdered, so that's what the hat I'm repping. And so that was like really my push to really do it. And he was like, get it done. And then it was like one night, having a conversation with his mother, and she kind of put it in me. She's always at me like, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm like, why you keep at me? Like, why you so nice? But it, when you always hanging around like people that ain't really shit, really like that,
I get it.
You
definitely.
really don't really believe in yourself. So to actually be around people and believe, it was just like, all right, I got to do this. And then at first I just had it as like a little reference, and then after that, even with like after the reference, what did I do? I started letting people hear it, and then people started like, I like it, and then like, you got to finish it. So then it was like the pressure of really finishing it.
Okay.
And I went through the whole motions of crying and screaming like, I can't do this, and even losing my cousin in that same
sorry.
moment, I gained Josh. So we really just work on music together. I do piano. I haven't really showed him fully yet. I ain't let that out the bag yet, but I have history and like band and all of that.
Oh,
and
so y'all got some things in common, got some really background.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you pushed her out, because definitely want to hear Miss Destiny sing.
Yeah,
because
she came to me with that beat and the song. I was like, I gotta get on that too.
And then he was like, talk about your life or whatever, and like a part of it is really more so I said dreams, because it's like a lot of people really don't understand what your dreams are, like why you distance yourself, or why you're not around people, or why you just close off to that actual art of what you're doing. It's because you actually have the goal. And that's where like more so the chorus come from. Sometimes I look at myself and realize no one understands my passion. And then, coming from like a small town, we don't have this opportunity. So
What town is that?
Kinston, North Carolina. So I'm from like a small town, like 20,000 people. Like,
wow.
Like literally one store in the mall. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's really so really just, that's the whole point of coming to New York. I came to New York because I was encouraged by my cousin, and then he got murdered, and then I met
so
Josh.
sorry.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just like, so I'm just more so music side. I'm really pushing that for him, because I know, he would be proud, and I'm doing everything that, as opposed that he can't do, even if it is in baby steps. So really pushing that was just like, you don't know who you touch by letting it hear it.
Definitely.
And then I let so many people hear it, and they would either cry and be like, I can't believe that's you. Why you never show that? So I just did it because it was on my heart, and holding that back is more hurtful on myself than showing the world, because at the end of the day, I don't want to live and be like, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Exactly. That's something you don't want.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's the most important thing, that when you come into a certain industry like this, where you're doing open mics, where you're doing music, I always say, because I was like that too, and I did have, like, do you call those shit ain't shit people around you saying, no, you can't do that, and you definitely have to surround yourself with people that say, no, you can't do this, stop playing around. Right. And it's a good thing that you definitely have Josh beside you. And question I really want to ask Josh, when you look at her and she was saying those things, what were your thoughts of, girl, what are you tripping? You gotta take a
I
breather.
tell her all the time that she needs to do what she's holding back on, because I see a very talented woman here who has so much ability. Because I saw her work, and I'm here like to push. So the first time I saw her work, I was like, okay, that's good.
No, you
Because
didn't.
no,
You said I suck.
I didn't say you so.
Well, that's how you made it seem.
Well, listen. So I'm a photographer too. So when I'm seeing work and it's not impressing me over what I can do, I'm like, okay. But now she took it up a notch, and she's like, she's there, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
Y'all teaching
I ain't
each
got
other
nothing
to
to
rock
say
it
no
out.
more.
So the video, what's gonna be the vision of it? Like what we gonna see through the dreams of yourself? You guys, because I definitely
I would
I cannot
say-
wait. And do you know when it's gonna come?
I would say right now, I'm actually like pitching ideas to people
Okay.
to really like invest in it. So, cause I'm a struggling artist, we both are.
Right.
So I'm really like pushing the idea to different people, like to really go with the vision. But really, I want to touch bases on like more so of like the youth in my generation, like on drug abuse and all of that, because throughout that time, like losing my cousin, everything, like even in the part of the verse, I say like I stayed inebriated, crying out my voice was faded. R.I.P. the motto, your death got me effing devastated. So that's basically like having demons and not really realizing how to really handle it. So I really want to touch bases on showing throughout that whole journey, I documented myself getting messed up. I've had my stomach pumped out twice, and I've been brought back to life. Like I really like the goal was really like I want to go. Like I want to just go and be with him or just whatever, losing people. So I really want to touch and show people like it's light to the end of the tunnel, and you don't always have to stay like all dritty or inebriated to get by with life, because it's a bigger purpose and everything is temporary. So really being around him, like he kind of showed me like even if everything is crappy, you can make sunshine with it, because it's ultimately your happiness comes from yourself. So I really more so like learned that just, and so now I'm just really want to touch bases and really tell people like it's more to life than just smoking your life away or even drinking, because
what they are is just a Band-Aid.
yeah, because it causes harm in the long run. Like I go through stuff to this day because of doing that, and sometimes I wish I didn't do it, but in a sense you learn. So everything happens for a reason. So that's life lesson. So yeah.
Listen, it makes you who you are. I definitely could relate to certain things. I think majority of us went through that. And that's mostly to me a topic that should be touched a lot is mental illness, is depression. A lot of people hide that because they don't want people to judge them of what, how they feeling or what they thinking. I definitely been there. Like I'll tell anybody there is definitely the light under, by that darkness, because I've been in the dark. And it's definitely like after that, that tunnel that you got to go through, but you have to make that change, And I'm so glad that you are working on that and you making that change and you out there spreading it, because definitely I feel that the industry needs that more, because we hear so much negativity and it's like y'all don't even want to listen to the radio no more.
Facts.
When we're going to hear something good. So I'm definitely look out for that, guys. Let's give out your Instagrams again. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to my family. They came here and support
Hey
me.
guys, thank you for coming.
My auntie Sean and my uncle Travis. Yeah, shout out to Josh for giving me this opportunity and really pushing me. Shout out to my mother, my grandmother. Shout out to Miss Lisa, a.k.a. Linda, for getting on my nerves and really harassing me and really telling me to get up off my ass and make something of myself. So I really appreciate that, because I need that in my life.
Josh, anybody?
So yeah, JYJWLZ. I definitely want to shout out my mom, of course. She's always been in my corner, the person who has, pushed this music thing and also supplied me with what I needed to get it done. And even all of the artists that I do work with who are now, not just artists, but I see them as like, my friends and family. So it's like they've helped me each with their own, style and sound and background, gave me different like ways to look at things to help me develop more. Shout out, of course, Illmind, the producer.
Okay.
So definitely, he's inspired me a lot with the knowledge he drops every day from about music and all that, and the positive energy he brings to the music community. Because a lot of people, they just seem to, it's like very dark. Like when you hear about the industry, you just think evil and
You
darkness.
ain't lying. It's
So,
definitely, yeah.
Being around him, being able to intern and shoot videos and stuff like that, opens my mind to the positive way it can be. Because I see how he goes and handles business and stuff like that, and doesn't seem horrible or anything like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Got you, definitely. Again, what is your Instagram, where they can find you at?
find me at JYJWLZ. That's Instagram and everything else. Find my music same way, JYJWLZ.
Okay.
And my Instagram is Lay Creativity Adosan. That is long to spell, but you can search my name, Destiny Kinsey, DSTINIKINSEY, photography, and I'm the only one to pop up. So yeah.
And again, shout out your shows you're gonna have.
Right. So tomorrow is the Delancey at 6 p.m. So hit me up, DM me if you want a ticket. Tickets are $15. And the other one is January 16th with Ruthie LeBron, who's shooting a music video to her song Headshot. So we definitely need people to come out and have fun. But yeah,
Okay, well, you might see me pop up. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see that. Thank guys for coming. I really appreciate that. My first time, but you guys did great. And again, I be in your Instagram being nosy, but I really did y'all too. Definitely thank you for coming and expressing yourself, really being open and genuine. Definitely looking for that merch to come. Definitely looking for the songs. I wish y'all guys the best. Like, just keep moving forward, definitely, and keep supporting each other, because I see that and I'm loving it. I think we need to see that more often. We need to see that, it's more positive than there is negative out here, and that you do have power couples. You do have people that support you and want to see you do good. Because, I'm getting so tired looking at TV and you just seeing these broke down couples that need help, but we need to see more of positive things, and that's what basically my show is about, positive things, and showing people that we can do better. Right. If you know better, you can do better. Just want to give a shout out to WMS Radio for having me. Again, this is your host, May I Speak. We always going to speak everything to existence. Remember, what you say to universe will always come back. So make sure you speak nothing but positive thoughts in your head, and speak it, do it, believe it, and you can achieve it. Thank you for having me, and I see you guys the 21st.